Hello and welcome to another update video about SUI. Maybe we zoom out first on the SUI chart, and this is still a chart where we say, okay, it's one of the charts that, yes, retraced a little bit too much in this current pullback from the March highs, but hey, you know, which which altcoin didn't? They pretty much all did. Okay, there are a few exceptions, but SUI is a very young chart, so it really only produced a first 5-wave move up from the October lows without really any previous chart history. Okay, so this is obviously can be ignored pretty much. There's no point trying to interpret anything into this here. And then we have a pullback, and then we can start counting from there. And it's the first 5-wave move up. The pullback, we could interpret it as a 3-wave move, yeah, in a wave 2, but it really should avoid to form another low. The chances are at least there that we are moving up from here further, because the initial rally from the 5th of August low is a 5-wave move. So we have this, as I said, a pullback which was a little bit too deep for a wave 2, which is why the yellow wave count suggests it could be a B wave pullback. And then we have 5 waves up. Of course, does it mean it has to reach 280? Does it mean it has to follow this yellow wave count to the end? No. But even if something bearish is playing out, like this could just be an ABC structure, trading that rally here is a viable trade. Okay, because we have an initial 5-wave move up. So the pullback, whether it's going to be a 3rd wave or whether it's something more bearish, the 5-wave move up tells us there should, not will, but there should be another leg to the upside. So that means after a 5-wave move up has completed from the 5th of August low, we can now watch for a pullback. The risk at least is high now. I cannot guarantee that the wave 2 has started already. I'm talking about this pullback. If the pullback has started, then we are likely dealing with an A wave at the moment. Then there could be a B wave rally and a C wave down. It's always the same. It is at the moment not yet quite clear to me whether we've already started the pullback. I think it is plausible. I put a trend line onto the chart earlier today, communicated that on Discord already, and highlighted that a break of the trend line could be an early signal that that pullback has actually started. And if we go to the 30-minute chart, you see that we had a retest from below, and it might be that this move down is now unfolding. It's possible. So if that is the case, we would like to see a bit more downside in wave A. There is some structural support around 86 cents. But once we have a B wave top, we can calculate a target for wave C. So I need a bit more evidence to say that really that pullback has started in wave 2. And if wave 2 is unfolding, then 56 cents is support, which just means at the moment the risk is high. Whether we get another high or not, which could reach $1.19, a wave 2 is due. And again, it could start from here or after one more high. But the break of the trend line already indicates we might be in wave 2. And then this is the support area to watch. There are 4 fib levels, 79.8 cents, 72 cents, 65, and 56 as relevant support. And from here, we can then watch for a reaction. So it's all about how does the market react to these Fibonacci levels. So that's really key now, which means down here, once we appear or once we arrive in this support zone, the risk is going to be lower. The risk is always defined by the distance from the current price to a key technical level, as in this case, the 78.6 retracement, the lower boundary of the box, because this is really when the thesis will fail. A break below 56 cents will indicate that something more bearish is likely playing out. But at the moment, we're far away from that level, so it requires a strong drawdown to that level and a break to indicate that something more bearish is playing out. Whereas down here, it only takes a small move. You know, if we're in this support area, it won't take much to invalidate the pattern. It means the risk is lower, the distance to the key support is lower. That tells us much quicker, you know, much faster when a scenario will fail. It's always when the risk is lower. So for now, I'm watching possibly for this ABC structure to continue. Any break above yesterday's high, of course, will indicate that we might get one more upside extension in wave 1. It really depends on the next few hours, I'd say. I think today we should get some clarity. And once we have the B wave top in place, as I said, we can calculate a target for wave C. And if the A wave is clear and the B wave, and they are not always clear, then the C wave might actually be a short trade setup. Because at the moment, we have no evidence that wave 2 has started. All right, it's just, okay, we broke the trend line. I mean, if you're trading trend line breakouts, there you go. But it could still easily give us another extension. Even the B wave could overshoot, so be aware of that. But yeah, once we get into the wave 2 support zone, there's going to be an opportunity. Again, depends a little bit on the structure, but that's based on the current assessment of the chart. That's the update about SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.